Hi there, Taurus. Special shout out to Beck. You're doing good. So let's get started with your final 10. What is the final 10 for Taurus? You seem to be at odds with someone you find who is very important. This could be like a educational back and forth here, something where it's not exactly an argument, but it's like detailing, massive detailing, and going back and forth with trying to understand something. It's not like a debate, but it's like a constructive conversation or strategy, right? You're developing how to do something better. And I feel like there's 2 to 3 people joining you in that conference. All right, Taurus? You could have recently got some notice in the mail, some ideas, some confusion, or something official is being cleared up, right? Sorry, I'm stammering. I don't understand. I generally don't have a lisp, or no, I have a lisp, but I generally don't have a stutter. But for some reason, I'm stuttering. I'm stammering. I don't understand why. That's not. I don't have that, right? But sometimes when these readings, when my mind is just moving so fast with the message that I'll trip. So what happens here is, okay, here's a scenario I'm seeing, right? Maybe you've gotten some kind of notice in the mail or in an email or some kind of notification or license. Now I feel like you're at the dinner table having a conference with your family or your business team, your team, about what this means and what do we do next and all these kind of stuff, right? These are all these different sentiments and situations and planning that is happening here. And everyone here is coming from a place of good intent. I feel like maybe if they ruffle your feathers a little bit, you may come off kind of prickly and defensive, and that's something that's being noted at this time. I feel like you're really turning your back on an old way to do something, an old way to speak in particular. I'm seeing a lot of swords, right? An old way to write, an old way to speak, an old way of thinking. All right. And it's thinking that has to do with other parties, meaning conversing with people, something about that you're going to cut off, something about sharing, maybe you overshared in the past, or something about letting others' words hurt you or affect you or run in your mind over and over again, right? And I'm seeing once you abandon that old mode of thinking or conveying thoughts, there's a lot of growth coming in all the things you touch. And I feel like that is going to attract a shady character. A shady character may come back from the past. It could be an old friend or someone you used to work with, an old coworker, someone who's shady who sees your glow up or your growth, and they may send a message. That's how I'm seeing it come. So I feel like you could be planning on having children soon, or that's something that you're thinking. That might be another topic of interest amongst your team. I feel like you feel tense about overthinking. You don't want to overthink. You don't want to make wrong decisions. That may be showing on your face. I feel like others are seeing you as very contemplative or stressed out at this time, thinking too much, thinking maybe possibly in circles, right? Something about that is showing on your face, man, or something. You're determined to work hard right now for everything you have, but you're worried that you've been very isolated lately. Don't be. It goes hand in hand, and there's progress in isolation as long as you have your sanity. And in the outcome, good news. Good news, fortune, a youthful energy. This is you. You're gaining the perspective of a child when it comes to how much abundance there is in the world. A free perspective, freedom, and no fear in exercising your will to live. Some skill, some new lesson has changed your lens. The outcome I'm seeing you go deep into deep work alone and you come out as the child. You're working like you're old, but you're gonna come out like this with fresh enthusiasm for the world. Very nice message. I love you, Taurus. I'll see you later. Bye bye.